Greetings to all melanated people, black people all around the world who are in whatever religion you are. It's really a joy, it's a blessing to be greeting you out here in nature, enjoying the sunlight and enjoying the energy and the vibration and the frequency and being in touch with the elements. Here is water, here is the earth, here is the air and the fire, and I would have had all of that experience and coming to discover my true self, and that is why I am reaching out to you. Now I want to send a special greetings to all my lovely brothers and sisters all around the world who are followers of William Branham. But more specifically, I want to reach out to my brothers and sisters in the Third Exodus Assembly in Trinidad and Tobago and in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Because I would have fellowship among them for 7 years. I know what they believe and what they teach. And I know that they would have been given some bits and pieces in the message of William Branham concerning symbology. And they are mixing the Bible with as being literal and still symbolic. But my brothers and sisters, the original Hebrew language was not a language that you explore with the breath. It was a language of symbology. It was a mystical language. And that is why it is one who born in this world and come to discover his ninth power, who have come to his highest self, who have come to the power of 9. That's why William Branham used to always tell you, my brothers, if you will only know the numerology of the Bible, okay? And only one who have come to that place and fulfill St. John chapter 3 can say truly that I've been sent because they've been born again. They have come into the spiritual birth. They have experienced the spirit, and so they can teach you spiritual things. So, with that being said, I want to teach you a little lesson about prayer. Because many people believe that prayer is screaming out and begging some God outside of themselves, when there is no God that is existing outside of man, but God is in man, and God is the creator in man. And there's only one creator, and there's only one creative power. And that creative power is the power of imagining, because God is your own human imagination. The immortal man, the invisible man, the potter. The potter speaks of your own imagination, your own human imagination. That's how we create. That's how we take something from the invisible world and bring it into the visible world. And I'm going to teach you how to do it consciously and prove for yourself what I am saying. That I am not bringing theory to you. And no one should believe what I am saying if they haven't proved anything for themselves. Okay? So I'm just going to do just a little illustration for you before I go into the Bible and show you the scriptures that are teaching you the true way of prayer and how to pray and how to communicate with the God in you. Okay? Now, what I have in my hand is a mango. Okay? Now, for those of you who are listening to me, at the count of 3, you're going to say mango with me, but you're not going to say it audibly. So you're not going to open your mouth and speak. So I'm going to count from 1 to 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Now, if you have said mango with me, it is the being in you that you are hearing. It is the being in you that is speaking. There's a being in you that can hear, that can speak, that can smell. I can smell this mango. Then close my eye and still get the smell of the mango. So the things that we can contact with the 5 senses out here, when we get in touch with the 6th sense or the right brain, we are thinking, whereby the enlightened one admonish those who can have an ear to hear what the Spirit is saying when he speaks about Peter. Because Peter is the art of hearing. And the enlightened one said, throw your net on the right side. It is speaking about the right brain way of thinking. Okay? So when you start operating from that level, you will be able to operate in your senses from that angle also, as you would operate in your senses and despair in the physical. Okay? So, my brothers and my sisters, okay, the Bible tells you in Psalms 4:4 that you must commune with your own heart upon your bed and be still. Now the reason why it tells you to commune with your own heart upon your bed and be still, it is because in Luke 17:21 it tells you that the creator or the creative power is not outside of you, and that you must not allow anyone to point you to look outside of yourself to say, lo, he is here, or lo, he is there. That he is a personification of your own human imagination. Okay, so he's saying now that you must look within yourself and know what you want and imagine what you want. See it in your mind's eye. And when you do that, you go to the end. That is why I show you that in the story of Joseph, where he had a dream. It is showing you that the dreamer in man is God. God is the dreamer in man. And that dreams are seedlings of reality. But he did not see the in-between. And all these are just parables, are symbols to teach you how to discover and how to use the power that is inside of you to bring you from providence into prominence. And then in Matthew 6:6, it is telling you to go in to your closet. Your closet is a secret place. The only secret place that you have on the place of this earth is the place within you, is within yourself. Because this is the real house. This is the real temple. And it says that you must close the door. The doorway to your soul is through the eyes. But there's a spiritual eye, as well as you have two physical eyes. There's a spiritual eye, which is the eye of the mind, which is the invisible eye, which is the eye of the mystic, or the eye of the prophet. So many times, when you read about the prophet, you're reading about one who's aligned with nature and who's aligned with the being from within. And that's why they can go beyond time, because time doesn't really exist. And I'm talking from experience. I would have gone forward in time and I would have gone backward in time. I have gone way back into 15 something. But I won't go into that at this time. And that's why it tells you now in Matthew 6:6 not to be like the hypocrites who want to be seen and heard and to be religious, but to look within yourself and to know what you want and to speak to the Father within, because it's teaching you that the Father is the creator and that only the Father could reveal the Son and the Son to reveal the Father. So for you to say that Jesus Christ is the Son of God, you have to say that you are God. So it is teaching you how to discover your God self by teaching you the right way of prayer. Then 2 Corinthians 13:5 tells you to test yourself. See if you need faith or not. See if you are living by faith or by unbelief. See if you believe in the creative power within yourself. And it says, prove yourself. Don't you know your own self? That Jesus Christ is in you. It is teaching you that it is speaking about the power inside of you. So basically, prayer is desire and meditation. And when you have a desire, It is a spiritual sensation. Just like when you have a physical desire. And when you have a physical desire, you do an act. If I have the desire to eat, I will eat. I perform an act to carry out the desire. So too spiritually. And the spiritual man is within. So we do it from within and not without. But because many were made to believe that the Bible is secular history and that the Bible is literal, they end up worshipping an idol. But more specifically, they end up worshipping a white idol. Because as melanated people, we would have our foreparents or our ancestors would have faced slavery. And many of these truths was taken away because those who were mystics and could have bring these truths to us, they were killed. And so the truth didn't get to pass on. So, in cutting a long story short, my brother, my sisters, if you did participate with me and speak from within, smell from within, see from within, it is the spiritual man I'm teaching you about. Okay, so all I'm saying that God is within, not outside. And that is the right way to pray. And to put what I'm saying to the test and prove for yourself. Know what you want in this world, whatever you want to manifest. Believe you already have it. Account a scene in your mind's eye by closing your eyes and see it already finished. Go to the end. And in a way you do not know, a series of events will take place in your life and bring it to pass. And then you would have found the Savior within yourself. And then you would have learned the right way of prayer. That is why it is said in Acts 17, they were praying to an unknown God. They were worshiping an unknown God. But one will come to a higher state of consciousness, because Paul is a state of consciousness. Moses is a state of consciousness. All who you perceive to be characters and actual persons, no, they are personification. They are states of consciousness, states of mind that you, the individual, will come to until you come to a higher self, your Christ energy, your Christ self. But you have to get the new birth, the birth from the skull. So with that being said, I think I get my message across to you, and I will give you my sign as usual. The sign of the one eye, Matthew 6:22. It says if the eye be single, your whole body will be full of light. And when you experience this light, you will understand the mystery of the S-U-N in the S-O-N, and you will understand as it is above, so below, as it is without, so within. And you will be enlightened, and your light will so shine among men that they will behold the good work and glorify the God that they will have seen in you. Peace, love you, I'm out.